Hello friends, I just posted a video which is a meditation for listening, and I just wanted to post a quick video of some movement that you can pair with that. So I'm calling this yoga for listening. So let's get started. Let me move this bolster out of the way first. Okay, you don't need a bolster. Let's begin in child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch, knees nice and wide, and sink it back. Today, let's bring the palms underneath the forehead, or the fists stacked. And begin to listen to your breath here. So draw your senses inward, maybe closing the eyes. And begin listening to each inhale and each exhale. You might listen to the sounds around you as well. Anything that you hear in the distance. And begin listening to what your body is saying. Any sensations or feelings that are coming up in your body. Take one more inhale here. Open your mouth as you exhale out. And slowly rising up to tabletop. Bring your knees under your hips and just begin to move in any way that feels good. So we're going to listen to our body and give it what it needs. And if that means staying in child's pose, you can stay there. You might sink your hips back or forward. Not really going to tell you how to move, but explore for yourself. And as you're moving, notice if you lost that awareness of your breath and start to take some audible breaths. So that could be your Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat, or you might just be like sighing it out when you need to. Continue moving. Awesome. Let's come to a regular tabletop and just shoot one leg out with the toes down, rock forward and back. Opening up that calf as you go back, right? So just notice that calf. And notice if you drop down in your belly. Just take a second to notice that and try to find a long line through your spine. Beautiful. Let's turn the knee that's down, turn it 90 degrees. Turn the back foot 90 degrees and reach that arm forward, a little modified side plank. Listen to what your body feels here and take any movement that might feel good. You might circle that arm. You might turn the head forward and back. You might shift through the hips. Really, once again, find what you need. Beautiful. Slowly plant that hand back down, turn that knee down. We're going to switch sides. So other leg goes back, pushing into that heel, rocking forward and back for a moment. Come back to listening to your breath as you do this. Awesome. We're going to turn the bottom knee, so the knee that's down, just kind of spin it 90 degrees, turn that back foot down, press into that hand, that same hand as the knee, and you've got it. Reaching up on this side, you might come towards a back bend, a side bend, reach forward. I sometimes just get a little back crack. Continue with your breathing. Notice what your body is telling you. We want to listen to our bodies as we're on our mat. How do the hips and the shoulders feel? How does the spine feel? How does the neck feel? Couple more moments to explore and listen in. And we'll come back to center. Bring the knee back in. Option to take a downward dog, so you might bring your hands out, tuck the toes. If you don't want to take this downward dog, listen to that voice saying no downward dog today, and take a child's pose instead, or any other pose you'd like. Really take the freedom to do what you need to do. Wherever you are, let's take a big inhale in, a long exhale out through the mouth. Awesome. If you're in downward dog, let's drop the knees. And we'll drop the elbows down. So wherever the hands were, just kind of drop the elbows down. If you're in child's pose, you're going to need to kind of walk yourself forward here. So I'm on my elbows. Try to make your forearms parallel. And we'll begin to melt the heart down. Really big chest opener. Your hips should be directly over your knees, so you might need to walk your knees in or out to feel that. Big stretch through the shoulders here. Lengthening out the spine. Once again, draw your senses inward and listen to any thoughts, anything your body is telling you. Then listening to your breath for a couple more moments. From here, kind of walk yourself up, pushing your hips back. We'll come to seated. Let's bring the feet together, the soles of the feet together. Try to find a tall spine, so you kind of might want to rock side to side, get up on the tailbone, and find some nice easy movement through the neck. Once again, checking in and noticing, listening to what you feel in the neck. If there's a tight spot, you might just hang out there and breathe. Notice if you've started to round the spinal column, and try to keep the spine up straight. We're just moving the neck. Awesome. Come back to center. Let's actually start moving the spine now. So curling back as you exhale and forward as you breathe in. So you can take this forward and back motion kind of like cat and cow, or you might stir the pot. So just take some time to explore any movements I'm on a little bit of a creaky floor, so if you hear that, that's what this is. But take any movements here, so you really listen into what you feel in your shoulders, in your rib cage, and your hips as you move. Ask your neck how it wants to respond as you move. Reverse the circle if you haven't, or maybe you're going one way and the other way, or you're taking like figure eights. Beautiful. Spiral it back in when you're ready. Bring my hands outside of the knees and just close them up together. We're going to come to lay down on our backs. Take your time getting there. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Once again, taking circles or any good movements that feel good. You might even circle the ankles. Awesome. Let's let the knees drop to one side for a twist. Arms can stretch out at a T, or they can rest on your body. So notice which feels better, hands on the body or hands open wide. Try to breathe into this twist as much as you can. And surrender to the floor, softening the muscles of the face, the neck, the chest, the spine and the hips. One more slow, deep breath. Slowly picking the knees back up, and we'll drop them the other way. The side might feel different, just notice. Again, choice of where your hands are. And see if you can soften in one more place. Really quiet yourself here, quiet the mind so that you can listen. Listening in. Listen to your thoughts as they come and go like clouds. One more breath. And slowly bring the knees back up to center. Hug them in one final time. We'll come to lay down. Or stretch the legs out, we're already laying down. Into Shavasana. take one more inhale in and a slow exhale out. Begin to take any movements that feel good, listening to what your body needs and responding lovingly. Slowly make your way onto either side, taking your time to push yourself up into a comfortable seat. Grounding through your hips, bring your hands to heart center. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today for this short, explorative listening practice. If you want to dive more into the meditative side of this practice that I was talking about, go ahead and click my video, Meditation for Listening. We'll just be sitting and listening inward. Otherwise, I hope that your body feels a little bit better, that we've tended to the body a little bit. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate all of you. Namaste.